What's up, everybody?
We
Hey,
are here.
shout out Jason Weaver. I saw this on. I see when I
What?
first watched this. The first time I watched this, I watched it with no sound, and I was tripping. Like I thought the nurse was tripping. Like why she holding the baby
Why
up
she?
like that? Yeah. No, that's Jason Weaver. If y'all don't know, he was the voice of the original Simba in the original motion picture
Oh,
Disney's The Lion King. So he announced the birth of his son like this. I thought it was pretty cool.
that's so cute.
Congratulations, Jason Weaver.
Oh, he
And
looks so proud.
my bad, y'all. Uh, last night was all on me. I I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. I It's never happened to me before. I pride myself on being prompt and keeping my appointments and whatnot. But I fell asleep and I woke up hours later, frantically and very remorseful. I did set an alarm because I could feel myself slipping. I was watching Sunday Night Football. I could feel myself slipping. I set an alarm and it didn't work. It didn't work. So that was all my fault, but here we are. I promise we got a good show for you tonight. We're gonna talk about the mess that has been this season. How you feeling, Nay?
I'm feeling good. Not as well rested as you, though. Not as well rested as you.
No,
I'm just giving you. I'm
if
just
it
giving you a
makes
little
y'all feel
shit.
any better, I didn't sleep anymore after I realized what I had done, and this was at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I've been
Oh
up since
man.
then and feeling bad ever since. But
No,
yeah,
no.
it
He's
was
been
all
very
over.
apologetic to you guys and me, and it happens. When you sleepy, you sleepy. You needed that rest. I'm not even mad at you.
Apparently, apparently I did. But yeah, it was all my fault. And like she said, I've been extremely apologetic to her specifically because we don't even know each other like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody sitting, she waited 30 minutes. You got somebody sitting waiting 30 minutes and you sleep. Yeah.
I knew
So
he was asleep though. When 30
uh,
minutes went by, I was like, "This, he's clearly asleep."
my bad. My bad.
You're
But all right,
good.
so we're gonna move it on though. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about this whole ridiculous week, right? With regards to Love is Blind. What's been going on with these couples?
Mm.
It just I don't know. This season feels different. It feels like the beginning of something very, very bad for Love Is Blind as a franchise, unless they make
Oh,
some. No, seriously, unless they make some drastic changes. Because like right now, it's kind of funny, like just seeing so much ridiculousness in one season. But at some point, it's just the show is going to become a caricature
laughing
of
stock.
itself. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it's not going to work. People aren't going to even for if it gets too bad, people are going to stop tuning in.
I
So
almost didn't watch this season. I'm gonna be
yeah,
real. I almost tapped. I was like 9 seasons in. It hasn't been that great. I almost tapped out, but everybody was like, "Oh, well, not everybody. Some people didn't watch, but people were like, "Oh, we want to see." I'm not gonna watch it. I want to see reviews. Okay, so here I am in the shit show with y'all.
yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you. Dwayne Banks says my good one. Yeah, I appreciate you. Isis, I feel bad. Like me and Isis, we cool. Yeah, I feel bad. I ain't mean to leave you hanging like that. Yeah, I did. I did. I left everybody hanging. I left everybody hanging. It was scheduled that way because Sundays are football. I shouldn't schedule anything on Sundays. That was my mistake. I shouldn't schedule anything on Sundays during the football season. I'm too involved and I knew better. But here we are. Anyway, what were we talking about before I went off on that?
How do I say? Is that Devian says they got to stop recruiting and casting from social
Yeah,
media.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the key I think to fixing this show is no more recruits. Absolutely no more recruits. Everybody who's on
Yeah.
Love is Blind has to be an applicant and they need to go through like testing to see like how serious are you about this. Just bring serious people. Like we had Patrick. He was serious. He's the
I
only
think we
person.
had this. I think we had this conversation last time. Oh,
Yeah.
also, someone said that I was talking over you last time. I apologize. Look, this is that was my first time going live with somebody, and also there's probably a slight delay for us on this end for when he's talking and when I'm talking. So give me a little grace, y'all. Y'all be so mean sometimes.
I didn't feel that way. And I've been
Okay.
accused of doing that myself. So, I just think sometimes when the conversation is flowing, because if two people are in person, they're having a conversation, there are going to be times of overlap, and it's not. If there's not an argument or a contentious, moment, it doesn't feel like you're over talking. It feels like, oh yeah, and it's
a
just
conversation. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure you didn't feel that way because somebody said, and I was like, damn, did I? I'm working on it. But what was I going to say? We talked about this last time about how, we don't think that there is any shortage of people who are applying to this show. So what's the issue? Why do they need to recruit?
Yeah, I think they're looking for a certain aesthetic. I think they're actively trying to find attractive people or what most would say would be attractive people. And maybe because of the nature of the show itself, think about it. For the average, generally objectively attractive human being, this would not be your first choice. You know what I'm saying? Because on some level, you already know that love isn't blind. Like, you want to be able to pick the person that you're going to be waking up to for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
we both agree that love is definitely, they have proved it time and time again.
Yeah. So like most people, I think, I'm not saying all, because I think there are attractive people, objectively attractive people who would like genuinely want to participate in this process. But I feel like a good number of the people who would apply to this would not maybe be considered universally objectively attractive. And I think casting has an issue with that. While my theory last, and I was halfway joking, but I'm actually serious. I want to see average people, average to below average, looking people.
You did say that. You said you want some ugly.
That's what this show is for. Like, just the theory of seeing two ugly people come to grips with the fact that, you know what, I've been tripping, I've been shooting, I've been overshooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be with somebody like you because we on the same level. Do you think
someone who feels like they've been ugly in the dating pool would even apply, or would they feel like, once they see me, it ain't gonna be too good?
You know what I'm saying? But if the show becomes more genuine, if they start casting people who are like actually like real everyday people who are looking for love and feel like, hey, maybe this is it. It's failed every other way. Maybe I can find somebody. Maybe people won't judge me like this. Maybe people like seriously, because if they're not considered objectively attractive, then that's a lot of times why they're not given a chance. Those are the people who need to be on Love is Blind.
True.
Like that's the thing. If you think about the concept of the show itself, like that's who would need to be on Love is Blind. Somebody who's typically not given a chance because of how they look.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see a real season. Let's see real seasons of this show. You know what I'm saying?
Taylor says, I think the people on the show are conventionally attractive. Taylor, that's the point we're making, is that they're seeking out people who look conventionally attractive and not letting the people who are applying. We know they get thousands of applications. They couldn't pick from that pool of people. They have to go on. We know one person. What's the girl name? I forget her because she left day one or whatever. Not day one, but left out the pods. The girl who left Patrick?
Annie? No, Anna.
Is she Anna or Annie?
Anna is the one that left. Yeah.
That's Anna. Okay. Yeah. No. The one that got engaged to him but left him after the fact. Is that Annie?
No, that was Casey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, her. She said that they recruited her. So like, why ignore the 1,000 people who applied to this show and go and find her on Instagram just because she looked like a baddie on Instagram?
Yeah. That's what's ruining the show. That's what's ruining the show. And just bring on people who actually want to do this,
Yeah.
Or else I don't think it's gonna get any better. But all right, let's get to this season. Well, these last two episodes. So this is what we're gonna call the
more, please.
Hold on. We're gonna call this the third quarter chat, right? Because we're at the third quarter. I thought we might get some weddings this week, but we didn't. Or last week, rather.
I did too.
But all right, so let me start this over from the top. Our first couple. What's her name? Which one is this? Is this Annie?
That's Annie.
This is Annie. All right, yeah, Annie. Hey, the one that, yeah, Annie and Nick.
Oh.
I don't know that I've seen this level of desperation on any season of Love is Blind before. Like the begging, and like Annie and Madison have been on their knees ever since the reveal.
Damn near.
Like ever since the reveal.
Let me clarify why I was making that face. He played this clip before when we were backstage waiting for this live to start. And I told him that scene makes me physically ill because he does not want to. When I was doing my review, I was like, I'm not watching that again. He don't want to kiss her. And then she gonna ask him for another kiss, and he's like, okay. It's like that little pucker, like a little peck you give somebody. It's just disgusting to watch. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it.
I tried to capture the still of her like lingering there with her lips puckered out as he pulled away, just with the bag on her face. Like I tried to capture it, but it was too much. I think even for my computer, it was like, nah, I can't.
Something ain't right with it.
I don't want to see this anymore. My computer stopped cooperating.
You know, I just saw right before this. I saw a clip of her saying that production made her act like that.
See, ever since it came out that production was supposedly tampering with Edmond, I think a lot of people who got a bad edit, quote unquote, or who came out and aren't being shown in a good light, they're gonna come out and start saying stuff like that. And maybe it's true. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but she seemed too good at this role. I feel like Edmond may have been encouraged because like we've heard people saying things that would allude to this isn't how he always acts. Right. But as far as Annie is concerned, this feels very comfortable. I think this is right in the pocket for her. I think this is Annie being Annie.
In particular, she said, well, they were making me have conversations with him when I didn't have anything else to say and the cameras were there. And so that scene where she says, well, I want you and I don't need you. She was like, well, they just told me they were going to keep filming and I had to say something. And that's what came out. That's what she said.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like the camera, I promise you, the cameras will leave. If you just sit there like, right, we ain't got nothing to say in front of y'all. Yeah, like the cameras will leave. They're not going to stay all night. You know what I mean? You don't have to start saying ridiculous shit. Like that's still a decision. Like even if they're being encouraged to linger in the conversation, the fact that you decide to respond with ridiculous shit is still a choice.
Right. What you say is still a choice at the end of the day.
Yeah, like
so
I'm not.
But you don't love me as much as they want you to, like you know.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You can agree to have a lavender marriage, right? Oh, no, you can't, right? You can't agree to have a lavender marriage, to be a beard, right? And then at the same time, proceed to attempt to out him at every turn, right? Like if you're gonna sign up for the life, then sign up for the life. Like don't show that. As soon as you get a little inebriated, you might fuck up this whole thing we got going on. Like that's what's happening. Like she knows what she's getting into. That's why she's acting like this. Like she knows what she's getting into, and she agreed to it because she wants to be married. Remember, she said, "I'm going to be married." I'm
leaving here. Yep, she did say that.
She's getting married. Like so, she agreed to this. And he's like, "All right, cool. You heard me talking about.
As long as we have an understanding.
You heard me talking about sending dick pics to my friends. Like you know what's going on here. You saw my my crop top. What was it? Crop top? In his closet that he said he wears. You saw that shit?
I vaguely remember that, but I'm gonna go back because I don't remember it being a crop top, but that's funny.
Yes. She knows what this is. So he's like, all right, cool, we can do this. But every time you get drunk and high, I think, every time you get fucked up, you can't start hinting at shit because it's only a matter of time before she's looking at the camera talking about, is there something you want to tell the cameras? You know what I'm saying?
Like the group chat last night. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time before she gets too fucked up and she's like, what you telling them about your friend?
Or she go on they do get married and she goes on a rant on TikTok about what she found in this man's phone. Yeah, she's a liability.
She's giving the signs already that she's gonna end up snitching. Mm-hmm. If we're gonna do this, you got to be down for the cause. Like you know what I'm saying? Be the beard, but she's already fucking up within the role. Like this isn't gonna work.
It's kind of crazy too because if she was someone who was gonna agree to a lavender marriage, he got money. She could have played it. She could have went to the snow every once in a while. You know, when he wasn't there with the boys, it could have been. He could have helped her out at the salon probably too well. And she just ain't play her cards right. But, she has a right to want to have a real marriage. I get that. But she knew that this man wasn't going to give her that. day one. So
well, she thought she feels like she's desperate enough, obviously, and we'll get into it. She's desperate enough to feel like this is the only way that she's going to get what she wants. You know what I'm saying? Like by some sort of actual business agreement, because nobody's going to just willingly sign up to deal with her ass. That's what she feels like, and that's what she's acting like. You know what I mean? But my thing is, like, once you agree to it, like if what you really want is him, like, because you feel like he fits the criteria for the husband,
right.
if you could write out, what your husband was, it would be him. And you want him to give you a couple kids, he's willing to do that. His parents want him to have a couple kids. He wants to have a couple kids. That helps, provide the cover that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
You can have it's all laid out. And he fumbled, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. She did.
She fumbled because I don't know who is gonna put up with her ass. You know what I'm saying? If this is how she acts, like I don't know who is gonna put up with her. Like, she fumbled because they could have had the perfect little lavender. They could have been the perfect little MAGA couple. And live their little MAGA life, and hopefully, she would have gave him enough freedom where he don't just, get so bad at his pent up homosexuality that he fuck around and kill somebody one day. Like, hopefully, like they could have, but maybe I'm hoping that him coming on this show and people just not buying the bullshit, he'll just come out. I'm just gonna
be the push that he needs.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this will be the push he needs to just go ahead and be himself, because
I also saw on his Instagram that he acknowledged the conversation they had about if we had a kid that was gay. And he said, well, that was chopped and screwed so much that, the message was lost. I was like, the message was there. You said what you said, regardless of how it was chopped. See, people think that, because they can chop it up any way they want to. I know a little something about chopping up a video because I cut my videos all the time for YouTube and I move stuff around. There's only so much you can move. If you said it, you said it.
Yeah. And
so that excuse only goes so far. I do want to acknowledge this comment by Taylor. Taylor says Nick may be Metro. I think we have that has boat has shipped. That man is not Metro.
I mean, I was giving him benefit of doubt at first.
Not now.
There are just too many. There are too many things that just wouldn't be said or done if
he said he was a size queen. Let's never forget that.
Yeah, so anyway.
You still ain't looked it up, don't?
I mean, I didn't look it up.
Don't look it up.
I don't look up that shit because the algorithms are too smart these days.
I was about to say your search history gonna start getting real weird.
I look up the wrong shit. Nah, I'm not even going down that road.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'm happy for you.
Me too.
I love you. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
See, this is where a serious person would have asked the cameras to leave. Like, this girl almost just fell off of her stool. Like, she's wobbling right now, and he's going to continue having it. This is when I knew, okay, like, why is he having the conversation with her right now? What's the like? You're not going to keep talking to somebody who can't even sit still. Like, she's literally like swaying in the chair. I thought she was about to lean back and fall.
Yeah, they need to get her some backs.
Anybody with sense at this point would be like, okay, guys, we're good. Like, but he's gonna sit here and continue talking to this girl.
But he was already looking for a way out. Wasn't this the conversation that was the last straw?
Yeah, supposedly. This is where she again put words in his mouth, quote unquote, which he already told her never to do again. So now he has his out to go ahead and dip the relationship. But I mean, come on, like you know when somebody is just like throw, you know what I mean? And if
he's also around her, so he knows.
Yeah. So he's full of shit. Everybody is, but I mean, she's gonna go on to say that she loves him about 11 more times, and the next time we see them, we get to this point.
That was a breaking point for me. Getting to the altar, that's not a happy idea for me.
And this is how we know he's not used to breaking up with women.
Oh,
he's having a very matter of fact conversation as a breakup. He thought he could just go sit down and have a logical talk, and she would just understand like it is when he talks to dudes.
To be fair, though, not only did she not understand, she went a little extra. She was like, "Well, no, I'm just not gonna let you leave then." So how about that? Who does that? The man said he leaving. What you want him to do?
obviously that's not what they agreed to. They appear, because you can tell like there are points in their conversation where it feels like nigga, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like we talked about this. Why are you tripping right
Well,
now?
the cameras are still
You know what I'm saying?
here.
That's what it felt like. Nigga, I thought we was going all the way to the wedding. You know, so. But the thing is, like, he can't deal with her, and that's why he's talking to her so matter of fact. Like all of the care is kind of gone. It's like, okay, look, like, listen, I can't take this shit no more.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This is kind of a weird tangent, but like when I was watching this, I was, because it's interesting to me watching the gay dude break up with a woman. It's like it's weird, you know what I'm saying? Like how many times you get to see this shit? So like I'm watching it, right? And I'm just taking it all in, like the psychology of it all. And I'm wondering, like, I know a lot of women feel like that gay dudes are more of their allies than us. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I feel like they might have less patience for y'all than we do, because like at least we have motivation. Like we want something out of y'all. Like if they get, I feel like they can get like just super like, you know what I mean? I
think it depends. It depends. I think someone kind of touched on this, but the problem is that Annie is insufferable. And so if she would have been a different type of woman and she wasn't this type of person who was, I agree with you, I think it's high too, because drunk don't look like that. Like she looks like, I said it, she looks like she's on downers. Like she looks like kind of like,
somebody in my comments said that they had experience with certain psychological pills or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they feel like she's mixing pills with drink.
Could be. Yeah. And so to your point, I think you said you don't like to be around people who are drunk when you're sober. Yeah, that's not fun.
No.
You know, I don't want to babysit you. And he has to sign up for a lifetime of babysitting her. This is marriage we're talking about. He doesn't have to do that. So if it would have been somebody else who came in, you know, classy in her own way, wasn't a drunk or whatever she is, and just came in and played the role, it would have been perfect. He wouldn't have had to lose his caring. He loved her like a gay best friend loves their girl best friend. And she's so insufferable that he couldn't even hold it. I'm sorry. It almost worked out.
Hey, I don't know. I haven't done the research, but you might have a point.
Yeah, you know, if women are more likely, specifically black women are more likely to die at the hand of a black man, but that's a whole nother conversation, y'all. That's a whole nother conversation.
I don't claim to know anything. I just think a bunch of shit, and sometimes I say it on YouTube. But we can keep going.
Same. Okay, wait. Someone said it's a lot of generalizing about gay men. Let me just say this. And again,
I don't know. I saw that too, but I don't know in what context they meant that. I don't know if they were saying that I was doing a lot of generalizing, or if they were saying that there just generally is a lot of generalizing, which leads to a lot of misconceptions and people just being, you know, having false conceptions about things, which, you know, happens with a lot of subjects. So that's the reason I didn't bring it up, because sometimes, and it's, you know, you guys are writing your comments, so I can't feel the inflection of your voices.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't want to just immediately take something as, you're attacking me. I don't always know what context in which you guys are saying the things that you're saying. So
for sure, you can't get tone in a message, so it's kind of hard. But I just want to say that, you know, I am from LA. I grew up in LA. I have grown up around gay people all my life. I've been to Pride several times. Anything that I'm saying it's really more of like a key for me. It's like, that's tea. Like when I look at him, I'm like, that is a closeted gay man. It's not shade. It's nothing like that. It's like, from my experience of having many people who I know who have been closeted, who have come out, who have been super open with, you know, them being gay. When I look at him and I see the things that he does and I see the things that he say, from my experience, that is a closeted gay man. I'm sorry.
And that's why you stepped over from speculation to feeling like that's the case, because we're not just talking about the way he says it or just the way he talks or his mannerisms thing. It's not that we're not that, you know, simple.
No.
But
no.
There are certain things that are being said. There are certain things that we're seeing that we just wouldn't see and wouldn't be said if it was the other way, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, I still want to get married. Please just try, please. I don't need you to tell me no right now. You're Nick fucking Amato. Like, you do everything. So why not do this with me?
I'm saying no.
Okay.
That's a decision that only I can make. I'm choosing what's right for me.
Hey,
You would think that would be enough.
you would think for a rational person, yeah.
I'm choosing what's right for me. Like, it's not you. You know what I mean? Like, we just met. Like, we just fucking met. Like, you know what I'm saying?
At
Like,
the end of the day,
we just you didn't know this guy a couple months ago. Like, you're gonna be okay. Your life, all to this point, you were living your life being you before you met this guy, however many months ago. Y'all don't have no kids together. He's telling you to your face, you ain't the one.
and very matter of fact, like you said, it's
You
not
think-
working for me. I'm leaving.
You think that'd be enough?
Just try now because this is where we're at. Like, get out of your head.
Bitch, get out of my life. Get out of my face.
Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah. It hasn't even been a
Love
month. It's
me.
been
I'm
3
like,
weeks.
it's amazing.
Love
Please.
Please, not for a man. That's crazy. Crazy work. Begging is insane.
How long do you want to drag this out for?
It's not fair of you to give me a no.
You can't make 1 + 1 = 3.
Not
Like,
fair.
it's just, we're
Watch
we're
me.
fun-
And see, that's where she's like, look, no, you can't make 1 + 1 = 3, but with me, you can.
Listen, I can give you
That's
whatever
the
you
point.
want.
That's the point. We can make 1 + 1 = 3. Your mom and them can be happy. I can be happy. Like, come on, like don't lose the plot. You know
Oh,
because she
Her
can,
thought-
like, she can make 1 + 1 = 3. Like that's her whole position. That was why they got into this in the first place. But
yeah, and in Insanity Land, you can make 1 + 1 = 3, and then that's where she resides. So it all makes sense. It's all coming together.
right, these are jokes. But
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's
man.
all I got for these two. I mean, obviously that they break up right here. We don't really see them no more for the rest of these couple episodes. Final thoughts on Nick and Annie.
You know, we're laughing, we're having a good laugh, but a part of me was really sad watching her in that moment and watching her be like, well, no, we can make it like just try. I just want you to try, because I get that. You want someone who's going to try for you, but her not understanding that this is not the relationship for her is concerning, laughable, and also makes me a little sad, because you know, this is going to be her real life at the end of the day. Everyone's seeing this. People are going to talk. People are talking. I'm talking. We talking. And so it sucks that this is what people are going to view her as. And I'm sorry that she feels like she's not worthy of more.
And that's it. That's it. What you just said. Because the other side of that coin is her believing that this is something that she should settle for.
Mm-hmm.
Because on some level, and obviously she couldn't, because with the medication and the drink, she couldn't keep acting out that part. But on some level, a part of her at least wanted to commit to the idea that I could just be someone's beard. I can just be in this loveless marriage with this man who clearly doesn't really want me like that.
Yeah.
And accept it, because at least I can have kids. At least I can, have a husband, quote unquote. I can wear a ring, all of that stuff. Like on some level, she actually believed that. It wasn't just her accepting it. Like she believed that this is what she actually did deserve. And that's what's really
it's kind of
heartbreaking about the whole thing. And that's why people are going to stop watching, because while it's funny, at some point it's going to be like, okay, I don't want to watch this no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
agree.
I don't want to watch people just fall apart. You know what I mean? I want to see people who wouldn't have an opportunity be heard, be listened to, got to know. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but people don't get to know me because I live with it. I want to see people who don't get a chance and see what happens with that. This influencers being forced to be engaged to people. Like, it's essentially these are influencers being forced to get engaged to strangers who they're not attracted to. We know how that's gonna end. Somebody gonna get their heart broke every time.
Yeah, they've lost the plot of the show for sure.
It's too predictable.
And shout out to Lauren and Cameron. They recently had their baby on October 1st, I think. So That's what the show is about. It's bringing real people together whose marriage is gonna withstand time. And this season, just significantly lost the plot, unfortunately.
The trash kind of smells, huh? You drank? That's the last one? What did you do with him?
It's the passive aggressiveness I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, tell them to take trash can out. Tell them to stop drinking so much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna say this though, because she made a statement. He said, "Well, what do you want me to do?" And she says,
"No. We go. Hey,
Chuck,
how about we gonna get there."
Okay, because I'm like, why does she have to tell him anything?
No, we gonna get there. But I'm just saying, in general, the way she communicates is very, very passive aggressive. Because what she'll do is she'll ask after she knows something was done. She'll ask, "Did you do this?" Or she'll say something about it, and then never actually say what her problem is with it. So he'll be like, "Yeah," or he'll be like, "No." Whatever bullshit he says, and she'll like moan, make a noise, whatever, then go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Then ask about something else, which we will never actually have a conversation about the first thing that you asked about. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't actually speak about what the problem. She wants him to take the trash out. She walked in, first thing she smelled was the trash. And I agree. I think the man should take the trash out. She walked in, the first thing she smelled was the trash. Like, hey, bro, it stinks in here. Can you take the trash out? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's that passive aggressive, and the way she's sitting, I can tell like he's probably just tired of hearing shit like that. He would rather just take trash out. So until he might just be, he might even be doing that on purpose, but out of spite, he might just be like, I ain't gonna do it until she say it because I don't smell it.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's stupid, but I mean, because take the trash out, nigga. But you know what I'm saying? Like that could be what he on. I just don't like the way she approaches things.
I think she's just used to having people pamper her. She said her mama paid her bills and did all this for her, so she's not used to asking. I think that's what it is.
I can see that.
Yeah. Was that 12 pack? I literally had 2. When did you have those?
I mean, me and Patrick had a couple, but...
Patrick was over? He came here? Why didn't you tell me he came here? He came in here?
First time I saw this, I thought she was talking about Patrick from the Pods. So I was like, what?
Isn't that who she's talking about?
No, I think somebody else said that his friend was named Patrick, that she was talking about his homie from that she met at the meeting.
I thought it was the Patrick from the Pods.
I thought it was Patrick from the Pods, but I heard somebody else say they thought it was that she was talking about his friend.
Oh, okay. Then maybe that explains a little. I don't know. Either way.
So the joke was, if she was talking about Patrick from the Pods, I was wondering if she was like racist or something. Like, why are you so offended by Pat? Like, he came in here. Like, why are you so offended with Patrick being in your apartment? Because like I feel like that's a weird thing to be. I don't know.
I took it because I thought it was him. I took it as like, why is he kind of hanging around trying to get information when he's not on the show anymore? Like that's how I took it. But someone else said it was the guy from the restaurant.
Yeah, I just thought maybe him and what's this dude's name? Anton. I thought maybe him and Anton were cool.
Well, like, cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like maybe they were best friends in the Pods. You know, Patrick going through some shit because at this point he still don't know that the whole reason he broke up with Casey is because she thinks that he's repulsive.
Ooh, strong word, but that's how she feels. That's how she feels.
So that Patrick is going through some shit. Yeah, but that clarifies it. If it was his friend Patrick, I kind of get it because like she has this impression that he's just all they do is drink. Yeah, all they do is go to the strip clubs and drink. So. I would kind of get her not wanting him to be around Patrick in that sense.
Yeah. Okay, that makes so much more sense.
Is your normal work week like you not cleaning up after yourself, you not doing your laundry?
Yes. 100%. That's my norm.
Okay.
You gotta respect it.
The way she laughed, and you see her, the way she laughed, like she slapped in his face right there. Like when he got quiet after she said yes, and he sat there with that look on his face, she laughed. Like she snuck, like she was like,
I heard her. I gotta respect her honesty because you know what? The flip side is that he won't say that. She was asking him, is your norm to drink all the time? And he was like, well, I don't do it all the time. He gave a very, kind of not solid answer. Her answer was very solid. Yes, this is me. He could not say the same.
The problem is she knows he's whipped, and now she's completely turned off because she's laughing. She's laughing at him. Like this is like she's toying with him. This is funny to her. And I'm sure there have been plenty of.
Interesting.
She's been in plenty of situations with dudes who feel like, okay, I better keep this, and they're willing to do whatever. And she starts testing them and doing and just fucking with them, and probably laughing in their faces. You know what I'm saying? Like she laughed at bro.
You know, these two, I never really. I thought she wasn't attracted to him from jump, and so I thought she was. I thought she was gonna go through with it because he had money, but it turns out maybe he don't have enough for her. I don't know.
I didn't think she would be. Like when I first saw them when they were talking in the pods, I was like, oh, she ain't gonna like him. I didn't think he was gonna be up to standard for her. But then when they met, it seemed like, oh, maybe she is feeling him. But I think when she realized it was the 5K guy, not the 10K guy, he didn't look good enough for that. He doesn't look good enough to be the 5K guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He looks good enough to be the 10K guy, but not the 5K guy.
And he drinks a lot. Yeah, he definitely not good enough to be the 5K guy if he gonna drink.
But this is a bad. He's in such a terrible position. Like she's laughing. Like it's a game to her now because she know, like he is completely whipped.
Would you think he's whipped?
Yes, I do.
Because I have a feeling he's.
I do. Now look, he could still end up saying no because he might have enough sense and like I don't want to be like this the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But as far as their relationship is concerned, like it was right there on the table. Like he was like, okay, since you coming at me about this drinking, is this your norm to leave shit all over the place? Like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah. What you gonna do about it?
basically.
And he had shit to say, so he's like, okay, like we know what the power dynamic is here. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And I'm not saying that he needs to be in charge, but there should be some sense of reciprocity. There should be some sense of like, okay, if I'm doing for you, you're doing for me. We're if you have a problem with this, then I have a right to have a problem with this, and we can have a talk about it. Even if I disagree, if I don't think I drink too much, because we haven't seen him drunk. To be fair, he is drinking every time we see him, but we haven't seen him drunk. So he could.
That's also part of the problem, though, because his tolerance might be hella high.
He's Russian. Like he could be like, hey. I can compromise on the drinking, but at least don't leave your dirty clothes all over the floor. You ain't even got to wash them. Put them in the dirty clothes hamper. Like, can you do that? Because that was fine when you were living by yourself. If that was your norm, but you don't live by yourself anymore. When you move in with somebody, your norm can't just be your norm because it was always your norm. You have to be considerate. Like now we live together, so I'm not going to do the things that I was doing when I was by myself. Yeah, you know what I mean, that's a reasonable ask for somebody in a relationship. She's not even willing to do that.
I think it's very much her way or the highway, and she's used to getting her way with guys. And
no, she does this with guys that she can do that with, but she doesn't like those guys, so she just plays with those guys, and then eventually moves on to somebody who won't put up with that shit. But then she don't know how to stop doing the shit. So at first, like she enjoys being told, like it's fucked up. This is what she does. Like first, she enjoys being told what to do because he don't listen to me. He ain't like Anton weak ass. I could just run all over Anton. Like, oh no, he ain't listening to me. But eventually, because she's the princess and her mama and everybody else been taking, that's why her and her sister don't get along. They ain't talk about it, but I bet that's why her and her sister don't get along. Because her sister tired of a shit.
Probably. Her mama did say, yeah.
Her sister probably tired of a shit. Like, I don't care about her going on this show. She ain't finna marry whoever she met on that show. They ain't finna get married. If they do get married, it's gonna be a mess. I'm not dealing with Alini and her bullshit. That's what her sister is on. So she get with a nigga that don't listen to her bullshit, and she likes that because it ain't like Anton weak ass who was listening to her bullshit. But then eventually, because she is a princess and she's used to people listening to her bullshit, she get tired of the nigga that don't listen to her bullshit. So now she want to go find somebody else who does listen to her bullshit. But she don't like that nigga because all he does is listen to her bullshit. She can run all over him. That's boring. I want somebody that's gonna fight back. I don't like that. Doesn't want to. I'm gonna get somebody who don't listen to my bullshit.
The problem is she doesn't have all of the qualities that she needs. See, I feel like the pool of men who are going to be wealthy enough for her is already small, but she's looking for an even smaller part of the population, men who gonna have enough money and let her get away with whatever she wants. She's not gonna cook. She's not gonna clean. She Cardi B up in here. What are you doing? What do you bring to the table? I hate when men say that, but girl, you bring in absolutely nothing. The idea is that if you're gonna be a stay-at-home wife, mom, whatever, you should be doing some stay-at-home stuff. If you want to be
at the very least, bring friendship. I'm saying, no, I'm not even asking for that, but at the very least, bring friendship. At the very least, because friendship is consideration. You're considerate of your friends. You don't just do whatever the fuck and not care how it's going to affect your friends, or you're not going to be friends for very long. So at the very least, if you're not going to be a cook, at the very least, just be considerate. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and that conversation they had she was very inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Like the way she said that was very inconsiderate.
That's been her theme throughout. That's just who she is. It's just
now, to be fair, he was also inconsiderate because he drank all them damn beers. It was the last one. He talking about we can split it. Like, nigga, give it a. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've had enough, nigga. You drank the. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there.
You've had enough. Oh man.
Like, if it's an issue, it's an issue.
What's an issue? Me having more drinks than you think is acceptable in the course of 10 days?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like, tell me what you want me to do.
No.
Huh?
You're a grown person. Mm-hmm. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Now she's disgusted. You know what I'm saying? She was already turned off. Now she's just disgusted.
I don't want somebody. Let me be specific. I would not want a man who I have to tell what to do either. So I get that piece of it.
But at the same time, though, I understand that's whatever. Cool. Like, he shouldn't have tell him to take the trash. If you walk in and the first thing you smell is the trash, then he should have sense enough to take the trash out. Right. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. But if this nigga has been a functional alcoholic all of his adult life, he might need to be told, hey, Anton, you might not know this, bro, but it's not normal to drink 10 beers and just be completely fine, nigga. Like, I should notice the difference between you before beer 1 and after beer 10. If you are the same person after beer 10, you drink entirely too much. Like, this is not normal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might need to be told that. There are certain things that people need to be told. So I think what he's asking about her telling him is fair, because in his life, like, he's not struggling because of his habit. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not keeping him from being a functional member of society. It's not keeping him from taking care of himself, paying his bills. So, and especially if he's not falling over drunk. We've never seen this man we've never seen him stumble or anything. So
we haven't.
He might not know that's a problem. Like, on that level, for real.
I hear that. I will say this. When I say I don't want to have to tell a man what to do, what I mean is specifically, like, not in this situation. I mean in a long-term relationship. If I'm like saying the same thing over and over and over again, then it will become a problem. This situation, they don't really know each other that much. However, I do have an interesting perspective on the alcoholism thing, because I grew up with an alcoholic, and he isn't even an alcoholic. And the person who I grew up with was also a functioning alcoholic. Mm-hmm. And he knew that he was an alcoholic. But if you try, and a heavy cigarette and cigar smoker, but anyway, if you tried to tell him, like, you had too much, he'd be like, back the hell off. Like, this is my stuff. And Anton isn't even at the place where he sees that it's a problem. Now, granted, he might not know it's a problem. Maybe no one has ever told him. But if he doesn't see that it's an issue, it might be, I don't know, like, it's going to be really hard to get him to see why she sees as a problem. He's talking about over the course of 10 days. Yeah, most people don't really have that much to drink over a course of 10 days. Maybe it's a once, every weekend type of thing. But, like, it sounds like he's pounding multiple beers every night when he gets home from work. He's having mimosas in the morning with breakfast. And so I can understand, how do you gauge that conversation? How do you say, hey, look, I guess she did say it. I'm concerned. It concerns me.
You've had enough. Like, every time I see you gotta fucking drink. Anton, stop drinking. Like, just say this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is his norm. I'm not saying, like, I hardly ever drink. It's extreme. I'm such a lightweight when it comes out. It's extremely rare that I drink, right?
I love a good drink.
I hardly ever drink. But it's not that I haven't, I just don't. It's just not something I do regularly, right? So he just, like I said, he just doesn't know. I really feel like he just doesn't know.
I think he doesn't know. Okay.
That this is a problem. But at the same time, that could be bullshit too, because maybe the reason he's single is because he keeps getting with women who are like, Anton, stop fucking drinking.
Yeah, slow down.
Like, goddamn, bro, like this is not cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but maybe he doesn't know. But I just feel like something like that she would need. But her problem isn't necessarily that he's asking to be told what to do in that regard. Her problem is that she knows she can tell him what to do, and she don't want somebody that she can just tell what to do.
I agree with that.
That's not what she wants.
She wants a challenge. She wants a little pushback.
Something.
She gonna walk all over that
still
man.
In the fridge?
What's that?
Is the tequila still in the fridge?
Come on, dog. It's the look off in the
No, that one's not.
Why did he get up?
Now, mind you, before she sat down on the couch, she was looking in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Like she knew the tequila wasn't in there. Like she already looked for the tequila. When she realized it wasn't no more of them other drinks, she was like, okay, well maybe the tequila gone too. So I'll store that one. We'll talk about that from the couch. So she already knew the tequila wasn't in there.
She didn't know. Well, he knew too.
Yeah. and that's why she's sitting there, and that's why she's sitting there laughing at him, because like you only do that when you're afraid. Like that's what kids do. Kids do that because you're in a power dynamic with the parent. And if they find out, you know what I'm saying, that you did what it is that you did, you're gonna be in some kind of trouble. Like, why are you afraid? Why are you afraid right now? That's not a turn on for her. So she's like, okay, this nigga is scared of me. I can tell him what to do.
She's losing attraction.
Yeah, like this whole scenario, not only the fact that he drinks all the time, but just the way he's handling this is completely turning her off. Like she might have been able to work with him if he was willing to work on the drinking, because like I said, he seems to be completely functional for as much as we see him drinking. Like they were out on a fucking sleigh ride with mugs drinking champagne in the snow.
Should have been having hot cocoa or something.
Anyway, so I think she would have been willing to work with him on this drinking thing if he had some kind of backbone and he was just like talking to her like a normal person, as opposed to someone that he knew he can't misstep with, or he's going to lose this once in a lifetime opportunity. I just feel like he's too weak. Ultimately, Anton's too weak. He's too weak for this. He's too weak for this. Yeah. I
mean, I feel. I don't know. I was gonna say I feel bad, but I don't know if I do. I don't think they belong together, so maybe I don't feel bad necessarily. But
no, they definitely don't belong together at all. All right, what we got next? We're done with them. You know what's funny about this? How long have the cameras been there? You know what I'm saying? Like they're all set up, and the reason she's over there heavy signs. We're about to hear what she says. He just ain't saying shit. Like I looked at.
He's looking at skates.
He's literally looking up skates. He's literally looking up skates.
What is he doing?
He is shopping for skates.
Oh, Edmund.
So they sitting there. The camera's gonna be here at 2:00. All right, I'm gonna you go sit over the couch. I'm gonna be over the kitchen counter. The cameras come, everybody all set up. Here come the cameras. All right, they already beefing. You know, they've been arguing all day. Like she already said, she about to say he don't act like this off camera. So they've been arguing all day, already beefing. Cameras come set up and go.
And go.
This
Action
is shopping for skates, refusing to talk, and she knows she got to start the conversation. Like she's tired.
Yeah, she is. She's at her limit.
Tired. But at the same time, then, all right, we'll go because we're gonna ask her some questions.
Why do I always have to be the one to bring up the elephant in the room?
She said. Oh man. Look at her face. She's bewildered right now. She Oh man. Oh,
and that's what I'm saying. Like she always has to start the conversation. She has to carry every scene that they're in. If they want to have like an adult conversation, if there's gonna be on some goofy shit, he got it.
can't get over her face in this still right now. You know what's funny? The reason that I stopped using this.
I'm like,
it's a little.
You gonna donate one?
Hey, listen. Go ahead, donate a mic, but
go ahead, let's be a part of the solution.
The reason I stopped using this mic to record my videos is because I wanted a better one, but that one that I use plugs into my camera. So you know what? If I get enough YouTube AdSense at the end of the month, maybe I'll buy a new mic for the lives.
This is a good time. Hey, everybody that's watching on Nate's channel, go ahead, like the live, follow if you're not already following, subscribing. I mean, whatever. Do the same shit over here if you don't mind. Just go ahead and hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, give the live a like too.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas can get mics, you know what I mean? Apparently niggas need mics. So let's get the subscribes and the follows so niggas can get mics.
For real.
I tried to say something last night.
When
I was trying to talk to you.
It's funny.
I'm not trying to, but seriously, when I tried to come and talk to you.
When I'm trying to talk to you, like, why is she here?
Stop right now.
Like, come on, man. Like, this is us the entire. This has been us ever since he said he eats boogers. Every time he's on screen, this is me watching this show. Her exact posture right now. That's me watching this show. Every time he's on screen. Why are we still doing this, Calabria? Come on, Calabria. Like, let's be Calabria.
Let's be serious.
Come on, Calabria. I don't know if you remember the Chris Rock show. That's old. That's old. And there was this nigga on there all day. Chris, come on, Chris. Come on, like Calabria. Come on. Like, what's going on? But I was really confused in my last review. Like I admit it. I think she might actually like him. I'm to that point because I feel like any normal person would be like, okay, even if I was doing this just to stay on the show, get some more likes, looks, follows, whatever. All right, we're an episode away from the weddings. Like, you can walk away now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've been on here long enough. If that was your plan, but now
I'm actually starting to agree with public opinion that because she is a social worker, she has taken him on as one of her cases. And that's what I think she's too compassionate and she sees a patient in this man. And she can't let go because she want to help him. The social worker in her wants to help this man, but the the rational side of her is looking like, what the fuck? Again, Edmund? This shit again? So,
okay, but help him in a marriage? Like, you're like, because I feel like there are certain things required in certain relationships, right? And so for marriage, like, there has to be like some sort of romantic spark.
No, she's not going to say yes at the altar. I think she doesn't want to leave him hanging during the show.
That's the thing. I think she actually likes this dude. I'm really starting to think she actually likes this dude. It's just certain. It's the way she says certain things that she ends up saying, and we'll get to her calling. Well, we can talk about it right now. She called him a bitch, but she said it. She didn't like you, bitch. It was like it was in frustration. Because honestly, and this is normally when that happens, y'all feel, oh, that's so disrespectful. I'm capped. I don't necessarily feel like it's disrespectful, but I don't know. Maybe this is a toxic trait of mine, but it's just like I understand. You know what I mean? You get mad enough, you know what I mean? So you might slip. You might say some shit if you get mad, but hey, it's cool. Whatever. Yeah, some people disagree, but before that, when they were pulling up to the cabin, and he was doing all of the extra shit that he does when the cameras are rolling, like wee, like just yelling. And she's driving. First of all, she's driving the thing. Like, come on, bro. Like, he's behind her. He's already like in this kitty position behind her. He got his hand around her back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all for women empowerment, but come on, nigga, like just drive the fucking snowmobile, nigga. Like, but he's in the back, number, and then he's doing all of this weed shit and then they ain't even going that fast. Like she's like, you could tell, like the camera is keeping up, and they're like literally at a crawl. Like it's just she's probably because she's driving, she probably ain't punching that shit. You know what I'm saying? She just
no, it's all snow.
She's already in a bad mood. They've been arguing the whole way up there. So she ain't just hopping on this snowmobile ready to go, do tricks and shit. Like she should not have. So he was already on my nerves as they were riding up to the cabin. He was on my nerves because I wanted him to shut up all of that weed shit. Like I just it was annoying to me because like you're a grown man, bro. Like why are you?
He's eccentric.
Yeah, okay. So he was already on my nerves. So then when they get there, he goes and sit down. She's like, I'll go get us some hot coffee. He's like, all right, cool. Go sit down. She go get the hot coffee. She come back, hand it to him. Thanks for helping.
Mm-hmm.
He don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He knows she mad. All right. Anyway, we'll get back to the bitch. We'll get back to the bitch, but
Annie told Nick that he's perfect. I thought it was funny because like nobody's perfect, but here she is saying he's perfect, and I was just like, oh, that must be nice as a joke.
Not a joke.
I'm just saying, like you see the way he's talking, and
what's your stance on that? On him saying that in front of the group?
I don't care.
I don't like it. I don't like people, and maybe he didn't see it this way, but I view it KB's way. Why are you bringing up issues that you have with us in our relationship in front of a group of people? I don't like that.
The thing is, though, if I'm a third party, right? Because I am a third party. I was watching the show. So if I'm a third party there in person and I overhear that conversation and I hear him say, that must be nice. My immediate thought is KB must not be telling him he's perfect. My immediate thought is this weird ass nigga is excited about her telling this nigga that he's perfect. That's my immediate thought. I'm not equating that to some issues in their relationship. Unless he actually says KB doesn't say anything like that to me. And I think she did say later on that he actually said that, and maybe they cut that out of the edit. But if he actually said that KB, before she, got all up in his face and was, interrogating him, if he actually said that KB doesn't say nice things to me, that must be nice. It would be nice to hear. You know what I'm saying? Then you're like, okay, I don't know why you're saying this right now. But even then, I wouldn't necessarily believe it. I'd be like, I don't have nothing nice to say to you right now. And you're like, why are you saying this? This is weird. But I'm just saying, as a third party, I didn't immediately think that, oh, he must not be hearing this at home. She made it an issue, I think, by getting
a lot of people think that, but I don't know. I guess maybe I was triggered, but I was like, to me, it sounded like must be nice to be valued in your relationship. Like that's me putting a little extra on the statement, but that's how I heard it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that just didn't trigger me like that. I just it wouldn't have equated. I feel like if I was there in person, I think if I was there in person, I would actively try not to be around this nigga.
Yeah, you avoiding him. You definitely avoiding him
because like after seeing him dry humping the floor, like all right, bro, like there's something wrong.
Yeah, I hope they bring that up at the reunion. I really want to know how she feel about that.
I need to know how she feel about the other thing, which I'm trying.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. We all do.
That's what I need to know. Oh, all right. So I guess we're done with them. So back to the bitch, right? So so they're up there on the mountain. He didn't bring her she brought him the coffee. All right, not the hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
They sitting there having a little sip, and she's like, all right, we're gonna do it again. Look, I don't like how when the cameras come, you want to act all, funny and like everything's cool and we're laughing and we're all in love when 20 minutes ago you were an asshole and you haven't acknowledged being an asshole. Now her whole story leading up to him being an asshole, I didn't really follow because her stories be too long. I'm not gonna lie, like they be too long. I stopped paying attention, so I don't really even know what he did that was so asshole. But she said he was an asshole. Cool, I'm gonna take her at her word. If bro ain't apologized for being an asshole, right? And then making all these kitty noises riding up the slow hill, right? Not helping with the hot chocolate. Like this is all this built up shit. And she's trying to talk to him. And now since we're on camera, not only can she not have a conversation, this is frustrating shit. Like not only can she not have a conversation with him because they're on camera, but the conversation that she does have is with this caricature of himself where he's acting like this overly eccentric person. Like maybe his natural personality is eccentric, but if he's acting overly eccentric with the nice and just putting that's the extra shit
on the
what he's
words,
saying.
inflection.
That would be, if you're already annoyed, that would be infuriating. Like, I'm already annoyed with you. You weren't acting like this before the cameras. Now here come the cameras. I need to talk to you about this shit that you still ain't acknowledged. And now you talking like this and you acting all funny and shit. Like, I might call you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, why are we still here then? Because he's been doing this the entire season. If that's
why you think she likes him.
That's why I think, and not only that, but when they have their little makeups, the things that she's like, she seems serious. Like when she sat there and told him that she wants him to shoot the club up. Like, I don't think she was just saying that just, to get to the wedding. Like, she's on camera telling this man that she wants him to shoot the club up. Ladies, I don't know. You tell me.
No, I mean, we ain't telling you nothing.
You go on this show, even if you're trying to get to the altar, if you really don't fuck with a dude like that, you finna tell him on Netflix that you want him to shoot the club up. You ready for him to shoot the club up?
Yeah. I told somebody I told somebody that he would have been hating from outside the club because he can't get in on that one. Because ain't no way I would have said that to that man. With how he acting.
I think she likes the dude, man. I'm sorry. I
hate to see it. I hate to see it.
And that's what I don't understand about her, because if this is what you actually like, then okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, there's a top for every pot, isn't that what they say? You know what I'm saying? So Boogie Eaters need love too, I suppose.
I'm forgetting the order of events because she does bring up a lot of things. I think that conversation that they had before they got to the mountain was the fact that, because that was after the tux fitting, right? I think that was. She was saying, or was it the Bachelor? I don't know. It was something. And she was like, oh, well, the theme for this is going to be rodeo or whatever it was. And he was going to go shopping for that, for something for him, for the guys, but he didn't want to go shopping with her when she needed help with it. And I think he was just willing to do stuff on his own, but not help her. And for me, that's been a running theme in this dynamic, is that he doesn't really help her. He's not a helpful partner. And
she's the mama in the relationship.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be a mama to a man. Come on. It's draining. It's draining.
I mean,
he wants kids.
That's their dynamic. She's literally the mom, and that's how she talks to him. Like, she's the mom, and that's how, and he's sitting there dealing with it. But he has mommy issues too. He has money issues?
No, well, I don't know about that. He has mommy issues.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, we saw his mom, so we know what that is. Like, yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, she's still here. Like, we see people leaving this experience. Let's get this on. I haven't even read it yet, but I trust this person's opinion so much. I'm just gonna put it up. I was reading that too, because she usually has a really, really strong opinion. Remember, she said she falls in love with potential. I think she likes what he could potentially be, but she's annoyed at the person she's seeing in front of her. I don't know what potential she sees.
Now that's a different question.
Yeah, like, what she's not a good scout. She's not a good talent scout. She needs to hire an agency, an outside agency to scout talent for her.
She did. Love is Blind was supposed to be the agency she hired.
But think they don't have a good track record.
They don't.
With black women. They just don't. They don't have a good track record with black women specifically. They don't have a good track record with anybody. Like, none of these couples end up working out, but occasionally, like, we have.
So what do you think? Is it starting to set in?
Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. I can't do this.
So I gotta go.
All right, so check this out. This is my interpretation of this. Like, they're encouraged to have certain conversations, and the last person he wants to have these little bullshit conversations with right now are his best friends. That's why he was like, so is it all said? And like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, do not.
You know what's up, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not. Nah, come on, bro. Like, I gotta bullshit with enough of these people. Like, his friends know. Like, I promise you, like, his friends were the first motherfuckers he reached out to when he got his phone back, because they were waiting for him to let them know if he ended up with Jessica from season 6 or Megan Fox from season 6. Like,
don't do that.
He had to let them know immediately what situation he was in. So they've known this entire time how he really feels. So his friends sitting there talking about, so is it sitting like,
ready for the big day, buddy?
Ready, you know what I'm saying? He know he know he's finna say no. You know what I mean? He's already had the talk. Like, bro, I can't do it, bro. Like, I tried. Like, we went to Mexico. I went all the way with her, bro. I really tried, bro. I can't do it.
I feel so bad for her. I do feel bad for her. I do.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I think you can still have love for somebody, but know that maybe they're not the right one.
So I just want to understand, like, why, what is missing?
Maybe it's a pride thing with me. I don't know, but I just don't see myself asking why if somebody is like, I don't want to do this no more. I really don't. I mean, I'm talking about like I really don't see myself because for me, I think the pride would just kick in the meeting. Like, I, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's not healthy because maybe
I need to know.
maybe then I'm going away with questions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not free going into the next situation or whatever. So maybe that's not a healthy approach. I'm not advocating for anyone to be, callous, so to speak. But
I need the closure, though. I don't know. Even if the closure is going to be that I'm not getting closure, like if you're just going to say it just is, okay, well, that's enough then. But I need to know something.
You don't have any reasons.
He don't want to say.
It's just not right. It's not right. I could feel it.
What he's doing, I feel like, in that moment when she says you don't have any reasons, he's asking himself, like, can I really tell her? Like,
do I want to tell her?
Like, can I actually do this right now? And he's like, nah. Ultimately, there's no way I can do this and come away looking good.
Yeah. How do you? Well, let's keep going, and then I'll ask because I'm curious.
No, go ahead.
How do you feel about him dropping out pre-altar? Because historically, I have been of the opinion that, look, the show is designed to make it to the altar and say no at the altar. That's the show. And a lot of people don't like that because they're like, well, if you don't like the person who would, just say no before. I'm still not fully on board with that because I do think the show is like, make it through the full experiment and say no at the altar. That is the show. And so, I don't know. I go back and forth on if I think in this situation, it was clear from the beginning. So I don't know.
I think maybe he could have done that had he not had that meeting with her anxious ass family. And with them essentially begging him to marry her and not surprise her at the last minute, because then he would have had to do it in front of them.
Right.
So maybe without that, maybe without that it could have happened. But what's going on? Y'all real microaggressive in the chat. I ain't seen that.
Who been microaggression?
I don't know. Hey, let's not be offensive to one another. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about a silly ass show. So
at the end of the day,
you know what I'm saying? we don't know none of these people. And for the most part, we all don't really know each other like that. So let's not be rude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's all be respectful and just have a nice talk about some crazy shit we saw on TV. But yeah, I think that for him, it just got to a point he realized he couldn't do that in front of her family, with as invested as they were. And then at the end of the day, he does have a heart. You know what I mean? Like he never wanted to hurt the girl. And you can tell like he's agonizing in this conversation. Not for the reasons she is, but he's absolutely agonizing.
In a different way. Yeah. I agree.
But I can just see him in this moment asking himself, like, can I actually say this? And then he just ultimately was like, nah, I can't.
I just want to know why it's wrong. Because that's where you're not giving me any clarity on that.
Yeah.
He's struggling. Ooh, he just want to get out of there. You can see it all over his face.
Hey, she finna make me call her fat on Netflix. Like she really finna make me do this live on Netflix. Like she's not gonna let me walk away without saying this shit. Like I'm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if not me, who and why? If not us, why? What is it about me that isn't working? It's not a me thing.
I don't know.
But she is pushing him. She's really pressuring him.
Come on, man. But I'm saying, like, how do you get to the point? Like, if it's not me, then who? And why? Nigga. No, it's never that serious. If it's not you, then cool.
It gets worse as she goes on.
It's not anything I can pinpoint.
It is interesting to me that this is on the heels of us running into all the singles.
Look at his face. He's struggling.
No, because she's starting to piss him off now. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you already trying not to hurt somebody's feelings, right? You sitting there,
yeah.
I'm doing you a favor right now. I'm trying not to hurt. I'm trying not to say this shit on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? You're already trying not to hurt somebody's feelings, and then they start throwing out some wild ass theories, like, "Oh, are you messing with somebody?" Like, all right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to tell you just because you're starting to piss me off. You know what I mean? That's exactly the look on his face right now. Like,
I see that. I'm wondering if if the idea that it could be physical attraction is even coming up in her mind because they've slept together.
She knows it's physical attraction.
She might be like, look, we're sleeping together. Maybe not.
She heard that man say that she's not his usual type, and that never left her psyche, whether she admits it or not.
Well, that's
she heard him say that shit. And every time that she's asked him about, you know, the physical attraction, or asked him about how he felt when you first saw her, like we talked about that. Every answer that he gave alluded to the fact that he was disappointed in what he saw, and we felt like she's just not hearing it. She's not listening. Like, oh, she heard it, but she just chose to dismiss it because he was going along with the process. He was trying. He was being physical with her. I do feel like maybe the first time they did it, he might have initiated, like, okay, let's see if we can, you know, get this going. But I think ever since then, she's been the one initiating it. That's what I feel.
Is he the one that only tells her he loves her when they're having sex?
That's what she said.
Well, I mean,
that's what she said. But and you know, and he shouldn't be doing that.
He should be doing.
He absolutely should not be doing that. If he's doing that in that moment, that's because that can be very misleading to her. You know, this is very.
It is.
Yeah, it's a very intimate moment. You're saying some things, and she has a ring on. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, he's getting mad. He's getting mad because he's trying to spare her feelings, and she's actively stopping him. Like, okay, if you bring up one more out, you accuse me of doing one thing with one of these singles out here, I'm gonna call you fat on Netflix. I'm gonna do
this face right now is like, oh, this bitch just won't stop. Like, girl.
Yeah, like, that's annoying though. It's a very uncomfortable conversation. Okay, I froze. I had to stop.
It's just pretty embarrassing for me.
It shouldn't be.
Is there somebody else that you want to explore things with, like in the singles?
No, absolutely not.
You're okay with the idea of me being with somebody else?
Please be with somebody else.
He does not care at all.
Please, immediately. Like, matter of fact, I got some people who I think you would get along with. Right, I got some homies.
Kimberly has an interesting comment here.
Is it the podcast comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently he told her. Now, why that would make her show up? If he said that to me, then clearly we're not meant to be. I don't know why that would make her go the delusional route. Insecure, maybe, but delusional, I'm not saying.
But that's what I'm saying. She knew. So he said this, and then ever since then, she's been looking for, like, she keeps looking for confirmation. Like, does he really like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why the conversation she had with Kate, talking about the physical attraction is there. He said he wants to have kids. Like, she's concerned about that. But she doesn't want to say it because she's just trying to be positive. She's trying to speak positively about it. She doesn't want to feed into the possibility that it's true. I feel like,
I mean, if he told her
but I mean, she's actually trying to believe this narrative that he can overcome that, even though we've never seen a man overcome that.
Feel bad for her. Every still
the
you
thought
get
you
in.
would like to think about.
Well, that's what you have to think about if you're ending this, because it's like, for me, the thought of thinking about you as somebody else a year from now, like, makes me feel sick.
Obviously, that physical aspect, just the holding, the touching. I mean,
You know exactly when to pause it, don't you?
No, I don't. I just feel
You're doing
like
a great job.
I'm going too long. Let me stop it before they try to copyright strike. Because hey, man, we just talking about the show. We ain't trying. We're just talking about the show. But yeah, it's just like I said, her and Annie. This level of begging ever since the reveal, it's been consistent. They're just like knees woe out.
Please.
Knees woe out, man.
It's not a good look.
it feels good to do that with you.
Knowing that you and I are never going to sleep together again. Knowing that we're never going to cuddle again. That we're
That's
never
the
going
point.
to do any of this stuff ever again together. That sucks.
It's like that's the point almost. I don't know.
Oh man, the pain. The pain.
He just down bad.
Do you think that if we had just met in the real world and were able to date, do you think that would have worked? Fuck a wedding, fuck marriage, like whatever. Because I really feel like it's just you're.
Now I don't know why in the hell. I don't know what compelled her to ask that. You know the answer is no. You would have never even. He would have never even looked your way.
And see, now he's kind of resigning. So okay, I'm gonna have to tell her something. I'm gonna have to give her some kind of clue. Like, all right, keep going.
Freaked out about the marriage part, the timeline or the whatever.
It's not the timeline. I feel like we probably made it a lot farther in this than we would have in real life.
Why?
Just because I don't think I would have got to know you as deep as I did.
Maybe she wanted him to say it so she could make him look bad. Maybe she wanted that. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder. I'm seeing comments, a few different comments saying that this is a re-recorded breakup. And we know that they do that. They did it with Tyler and what was her name? Whatever. We know that they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, then she was just I feel like she was trying to egg him on to be like, it's you. I'm not physically attracted, you know?
Maybe. But
Maybe.
in the process of doing that, you're making yourself look pretty fucking pathetic. So just take
She
the
said
L
she
and
was
walk
delusional.
out. Because if that's the goal, I mean, yeah, best case scenario, you get him to. Is that even best case? Like, do you want that footage out there?
Right.
Forever of him telling you to your face that I don't like the way you look. You know what I'm saying? Like, essentially, is what he's saying.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that.
I don't understand the beggingness of it all, but I mean that said it as plainly as possible. Like in the real world, we would not have I would have never even approached.
Yeah,
in the
at
world.
all.
It wouldn't have happened.
And she still said why after that.
Yeah, like what? What you mean?
At that point, what else could it be but physical attraction if I wouldn't even approach you?
But she knows. She knows. She knows. It's that toxic positivity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
People just sometimes you just gotta acknowledge shit fucked up.
Oh man, I haven't been watching the interview circuit that people are doing, so I love when y'all let me know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't watch them interviews too, and I saw where you addressed somebody making a comment about they saying we were being too harsh. I'm like, first of all, I never even addressed this because they didn't say them, and if they said it in my comments, I didn't see it. But I will address it real quick. So somebody made a comment that we were being a little hard on Joe. Apparently, I feel like I've been in Joe corner the whole damn time. I feel like I ain't never really even said nothing bad. Only thing I said about Joe is I didn't like the way he talked behind Nick's back. Like I feel like if you don't like Nick, I want to see you tell Nick that you don't like Nick to Nick's face. I don't want, or if you ain't gotta tell him to his face. I'm not advocating for y'all to go tell people you don't like that you don't like them. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you just need to go voluntarily do. But at the same time, if you're gonna make it a point to be on camera saying that you don't like somebody, I don't want to see scenes of you laughing and carrying on with them because I don't like that fake shit. That's all. So
Yeah.
either let me see no scenes with you and Nick, or let me see you telling Nick how you feel, because I don't like that fake shit. That's the only criticism I've had for Joe. I've actually felt like Joe tried to try. With,
You did say
Madison.
you did say it.
I feel like he tried to try. I feel like he saw her and he realized, okay, I got the Megan Fox box. I didn't get the EpiPen.
Oh, here you go.
I got the Megan Fox box.
Here
So
you go.
I gotta Jimmy my way through this shit. You know what I mean?
That have a whole new meaning now.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
So he tried to try, because Jimmy tried to try. Jimmy tried to try, man.
Yeah, but in the end, though, she ended up being a little crazy. She was coming at him all kinds of sideways.
Nobody blames Jimmy for.
That was all her.
Hey, but I'm saying, but he had to get in his Jimmy bag real quick. He realized.
Put his Jimmy hat on real quick.
So I haven't been critical of Joe at all. I feel like Joe I think he was one of the most authentic people we've had this season. Like, even that scene, him sitting there saying, I can't do this shit. That's the type of shit I would end up saying if I was on a show like this. If I just got to a point where I'm just done emotionally, like, hey, look, I can't do this shit right now. I can't film right now. If y'all keep filming me, y'all gonna find out what nigga shit means. Like, for real. Like, this gonna be a hoe. Y'all got to put this shit on Zeus if you stay with me.
Not Zeus.
Any longer. Like, get the fuck out. Like, for real. Like, I understand him getting to a point emotionally where, okay, I can't do no more of this fake shit. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, he don't want to have. That's why he got so mad at his boys. Like, is it setting in for you? Like, you putting the tie on now. You ready to get married?
Yeah, play with him. Play around with him.
Like, hey man, shut the fuck up.
You know, I actually think it's worked out really well that we tend to, who you are harder on, I'm giving a little bit more leeway to. Like, I think it's worked out that way that we're pretty rational people. I don't feel like we go too hard on people if it's undeserving. I feel like. No. I don't know.
No. I mean, I honestly only address it because you address it. I don't address a lot of shit. I mean, people have opinions, man. You know, whatever. Like, it's cool. Yeah. I welcome everybody. Yeah. I welcome all the opinions, but I mean, I still have mine at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, exactly.
But last couple we gotta talk about Megan and Jordan. So I don't have any footage of Megan and Jordan, but we know what happened. We see them meet Jordan's parents, and it was a decent meeting. I felt like there was a little something between him and his dad. But I feel like that just might be, some normal father-son banter or whatever. But there was a couple of moments where I saw him look at his dad a little sideways, and his dad was kind of saying some shit that he didn't really like the joke he made about him getting a hamburger at fancy places. I don't think he appreciated his dad saying that. But overall, it was normal family looking, whatever. So not much about that. But the conversation they have later on where she's saying that he doesn't stimulate her enough, and he doesn't want to, they don't talk as much anymore like they did in the pods. Like, first of all, like, that's the only thing we could do in the pods. Like, there's no way we're never going to talk that much, because it's just in real life. You don't want to talk that. Nobody wants to talk. Even people that love to talk don't want to talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are moments you just want to be silent, sit in silence, and just chill. But that whole conversation where, and I kind of made the whole thing a joke, where she's like, talk to me about your job. Like, he's a service manager. I interpret that as he works as a service manager in a car dealership. That's what
you said that. Okay.
That's how I interpret. I don't know if that's true. I haven't looked up what Jordan does for a living, because I don't want to accidentally see whether or not they said yes, whether or not they're still married.
Yeah.
I don't look shit up about these people. I don't watch interviews. Same thing you said, right? I just watch the show and I talk about what I see on the show. I might end up seeing some shit if I watch somebody else's reviews, but I only watch other people's reviews of said episode after I've recorded and released my own review, because I don't want to know anything extra typically. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah. So she was talking about him not want to talk about his job. If I'm right, if he works as a service manager in a car dealership, that's high pressure sales. That's lots of hours. Car dealerships are always fucking open. Now, the service department isn't always open, but car dealerships are always open. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and everything runs on quota. Everything runs on sales. Like, give a fuck what you did last month. What have you done for me lately? It is a high pressure, high sales environment with a lot of fucking hours, and you work with assholes.
Yeah,
I
agree with that.
at once I was an internet manager. I managed the internet department of a Cadillac dealership.
The internet department.
Yeah, internet sales.
Internet sales. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
people that send shit in online. So yeah, I used to manage the internet department of a Cadillac dealership. I got out of the car business because I hated the fucking hours. I hated it's just and it's no matter how good you did 1 month, you can make 5 figures 1 month. Don't mean shit the next month. You know what I'm saying? It just never stops. And even though the service department is a little bit different, you know, the sales is not as high pressure, but they still have sales. Like there's a reason when you go in for a fucking oil change, they tell you everything else is wrong. Everything else. You know what I'm saying? they trying to meet a fucking quota too. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make sales too. They got shit to do. You know what I mean? So if that's his job, I understand him coming home not wanting to talk about it.
Yeah,
I really do. She doesn't get that because whatever she does, she obviously was very passionate about, because you're not going to be successful in something that you don't enjoy or you don't have some sort of like real
drive.
You know, yeah, I mean, like, so I imagine that she enjoys what she does / did to get to where she is in life. I imagine that she probably enjoys stimulating conversations about career and career goals and all that type of shit. All Jordan cares about is being able to provide for his child. And that's all.
As he should.
However, he can do that. So if he went into work tomorrow and they were like, you know what, Jordan, we don't think it's a good fit. The people don't like your tattoos. You gotta get the fuck out of here. He would be fine. He go find another job. He would be upset about the money, but I don't think he would be upset about the job itself.
Yeah.
So he might not want to talk about that shit when he comes home. Now, but if he's coming home and just refusing to talk at all because she's getting on his nerves, that's a whole other conversation. But if she's truly upset about wanting to have these stimulating conversations about work and career, those aren't the conversations that Jordan is going to want to have. Jordan's going to want to talk about what we can do next weekend with Luka, or, you know, what movie comes out, you know, in a couple of weeks, or when we can maybe go to fucking Six Flags or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan wants to talk about simple shit, like what we going to eat tonight. You know what I'm saying? Can you stop at that fancy place you told me about and bring me some of that shit home? You know what I'm saying? Like that's type shit Jordan's on.
Well, she want to go out and eat at the fancy place. So
she not only that, she want to go to where the shit come from. You know what I'm saying? Like she want to go eat there.
Yeah, let's fly to Italy real quick.
Yeah, she want to go get the authentic shit after climbing the mountain somewhere, and that's cool. Like that's a lifestyle that she's earned. If she can do that, but for a nigga with a kid that has, you know, 50% custody and has to pick him up on this weekend, or, you know, see him on this day, pick him up from school on this day, you can't just up and go. And even if you take the kid, like he said, the thought of taking a child to Italy, a 5-year-old, it's a chore. You're not. It's not necessarily a joyful thought. I'm sorry, it's not.
Well, you know, I don't have any 5-year-olds or any children at all, but I can imagine it's a lot when they're that small.
Mine are way past 5, so I've served my time in that department. But I'm just saying, like, traveling with children, it is a chore. So and the thing is, like, neither one of them is wrong in what they want. Like, whatever lifestyle she wants to live, she has the right to desire that, and she has the means to attain it, right?
Yeah, that's my stance too. Someone actually just asked about it. Can we see her dropping her lavish life? I don't think she should have to. Neither of them should have to change their life that much for the other person. Compromise is one thing, settling is another thing. And if she has to give up all her vacations and her going to eat at Michelin star restaurants every night, that's not fair to her. And for Jordan to have to give up his parental lifestyle is not fair to him or his child. So neither should have to change that much.
Well, they're just going to have a conversation about how this is going to look going forward, because the truth is, if she doesn't want to compromise her lifestyle, she wants to be able to do these things with her partner, she's going to have to level him up.
And if that is the option, then okay. But you still have the kid, and he's not going to go from 5 to 15.
He's never going to be free to just jump and go whenever. But he'll be a lot more free and flexible if in some way she can either level him up or just say, okay, I got it. You ain't got to work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's going to want to do that.
No, he would not work at all.
because he has a child and he can't put himself in a position to where if something were to happen with this relationship, now I can't take care of my child because I'm dependent on this woman. And that's one thing why I felt like they could work, because even though he's not on her level financially, he's not trying to like live off of her. He's not trying to use her. He doesn't see her as a meal ticket. He's like, oh, well, I mean, if you can accept this about me, I can accept that you have more. I'm not going to be intimidated by that. I can still love you, but this is my reality. But I don't. That this is about more than his kid happening to have the same thing that your father died of.
Exactly.
And I feel like for her, this is so much to do with the coincidence that his child and her father both had diabetes.
Well, she said it was a sign from her dad. So
that's fine if she feels that way. But if I'm Jordan, I'm eventually going to be like, hey, I'm going to need you to stop talking about your dad so much in reference to my child, because I know, seriously, because power of the tongue type shit. Like your father, that is, it's tragic what happened to your dad, but I'm not speaking that into my child. He's going to overcome this. He's going to live, beyond, whatever. So we're not going to keep talking about this tragic situation with your father in relation to any time my child is brought up. Please stop bringing that shit up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about that.
For real, like that's like, all right, we get it.
It's a sensitive topic. It's a sensitive topic, but I do think she sees it as a sign, though. So,
but I need her to I need to see what else in this relationship now she's holding on to, right?
Yeah.
Because in the pods, the thing was Jordan was the comic relief. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Blake was the perfect man, quote unquote, but he wanted Anna, and he ended up leaving after Anna left. So Blake is no longer an option. Mike is an asshole. So couldn't do Mike.
Her type.
Will cheat on her every fucking chance he gets. From day one will be every chance he gets. And then the last contestant was Jordan. Her man just wasn't there. It just wasn't there, because the last contestant was Jordan, and although they get along, they could have a great friendship, whatever. It's not, I don't think their lifestyles are just aligned unless she's willing to somehow level him up and can get him where he's on her level, but still working. So he's still earning an income, but like maybe she has a connect. She can put him with somebody.
She definitely has the connections. Her network is probably solid.
She probably has a network to level him up, but that's what's going to have to happen. Because as long as he's living check to check, which I'm not saying he's, because we talked about this. I don't think he's broke, quote unquote.
Yeah, exactly. He's just not, she's wealthy, she got money.
Yeah, and as long as he's living an average lifestyle, they're not going to be aligned. He's not going to be able to just go to tennis on Wednesdays like she wants to. And that's not, if that's something that she wants to do with her husband, then she needs to find a way to help him get to that point. And that is, I think, primarily on her, because he never said that he wanted to do that. He never said that he aspired to be a person that gets to go play tennis on Wednesdays. He might just be cool being a service manager at a car dealership, if that's where he is. I'm just assuming it's a car dealership. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, sales can be, you could take that into any industry. If he does have a little bit of sales experience, she could probably connect him with the right people, and he could be making a lot of money. People who do sales, like, they bring in a lot. It's a hard job, but they bring in a lot. And so she is willing to give him, the little Beyonce upgrade you, and he's willing to take it and whatever, then fine. But I agree with you. She would have to elevate him in order to make it feel a little bit more even. He's still not going to be able to get up and go. He has a kid at the end of the day, but it would give him a little more freedom to feel like he can. And they cut out a piece, because in the preview, when they were showing that argument disagreement that they were having, they showed a piece of him saying, well, this is my kid all the time. And then when they showed that scene in the episode, they didn't show that. And so I think there was a further conversation about the fact that, like, look, I can't just leave. It's never going to happen. Until my kid's 18 and grown and gone, it's not happening. So,
and even then,
well, hey, I according to my mom and dad, even then I'm still around.
Honestly, that's the scariest part, man. That's the scariest part, because when they're little, you got control. You know what I'm saying? you can grab them before they fall off the couch and hit their head. when they get older and they all driving, they wait till your kid drive out somewhere. That'll fuck you up.
Woo! When I got my license, I was going every single day. I don't think I saw my room.
Watching your child pull out of the parking lot by themselves is some surreal ass shit, and it's like you feel so powerless, so fucking powerless. Like you.
Sorry to y'all.
That is some scary shit. So yeah,
I'm sure.
Enjoying when they small and you're doing is saving them from dying over stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like sticking something in the plug. Like you just your whole job when they're little is just saving somebody's life, 3-4 times a day. Human babies are useless. We make the worst babies.
I'll be thinking about that. Other animals, they come out ready to walk, ready to do all kind of stuff.
Our babies ain't shit.
They little drunk people.
They ain't shit, man. All right, they can't do a goddamn thing for themselves. Like they are so insufficient.
They can't
all
help
right,
nothing.
so Jordan and Madison. I was pulling for them, but I don't think that the only way they can work, in my opinion, is if she really wants to now just be a wife and mom.
Yeah.
And just have the means to not have to worry, as much about money. You know what I mean? Just maybe not have this jet set lifestyle where you're playing tennis on Wednesdays and traveling whenever you want to, but having a nice home. You know what I'm saying? You got nice cars to drive. The kids, they're in the best school.
Yep.
You're providing them with the best possible life. If that's ultimately what she's ready for, and she's not trying to be out here and do all of that, then they could work. But if she wants to live the life that she's earned, then he's not the man for her. And that's why when they were talking in the pods, I was like, why are they still talking? Why? I was legit when they were in the pods, I was legit wondering, like, why hasn't she broken up with him yet? Why is this continuing? And then as they got closer and closer, I'm like, all right, she serious? Is she really finna pick? I'm like, Mike, like, what? Like Mike was beside himself. Like, I know she's not she's not picking this dude with a child, this kid with a child who lives check to check. Like she's not about to pick him over me. I got bread.
Yeah.
She got bread.
He's used to that money talking for him.
Yeah, so like Mike, but I felt I was in the same boat. I was like, Mike, she don't know you. I mean, maybe she does. She obviously she did know he was an asshole, but I was with Mike. I was like, man, I can't believe she's picking him either. I felt like, and this with everybody else on the show, she just wanted to go through the process, man. She was gonna pick somebody. She was leaving here with something.
She leaving here with something. Latrell, I think it's, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, says doesn't think the money's going to change it. He has a different lifestyle. And we talked about that in the last live too, as well, as that their lifestyles are different. Yeah. But if he felt the thing is he's not going to be able to get up and go. So that piece is not going to change. But if he felt like he could at least maybe take more time off from work because he had a little bit more money, maybe small lifestyle things would change. Maybe he would be able to get something, get a nice steak, a nice filet mignon instead of the hamburger at the nice restaurant, So maybe like tiny changes like that right now.
Yeah, I mean, but he gonna have to, if I'm right, if my guess is right, and he's a service manager at a dealership, he gonna have to work somewhere else for that shit because they don't believe in work-life balance.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't have
more time off. I can give you all the time off you want, brother.
It's called fire.
All the time off. Yeah, have all the time off you want, brother. We need your ass in this building.
Sell these cars, fix these cars. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we can look at some comments now because I'm done. I ain't really got nothing else to say about them.
Yeah, I don't think when it comes to those two. Initially I wasn't rooting for them. Then I was kind of on board. Now I don't think they should.
Yeah, like I said, I was rooting for them in the beginning, but I've gotten to a point now. Unless she doesn't, she doesn't want that life right now.
Yeah,
I think that's clear.
What is the success rate out of people who date after the altar? It's almost a 0, I'd say. Those people almost never end up making it. Because if you didn't want to go through the experiment, it's unlikely you're going to make it after the fact. No. But maybe they'll be different.
I mean, it would make it's logical. Hey, look, okay, we found somebody maybe that you think you could work with, but you don't want to marry him so soon. I mean, it makes sense. It always sounds good, but I think
Mm-hmm.
until we see people that break up before the altar, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
maybe say like, okay, we want to keep dating, but we don't need to go to it. I think that's the way it could work, because whenever somebody goes to the altar, somebody's always disappointed. I think ultimately that's why it doesn't work that way, because there's an imbalance. Like somebody
Right.
said no, like somebody just embarrassed somebody else in front of not only their family, but there's literally, I can go watch it right now. Remember when so-and-so broke up with so-and-so at the altar? I can pull up that episode right now and watch it. Like, I think once that exists in the world and that's happened,
Right.
it's a little difficult for the relationship to heal beyond that.
To go
But
back, yeah.
if Joe and Madison, if say for instance, if it wasn't just him, if they were both saying like, look, we like where this is headed, but we both feel like this is too soon for marriage. Let's just
Mhm.
keep dating, but we don't need to go get, fitted and whatnot. We don't need to go to the altar. I think
Right.
a couple that did that could
Together,
potentially end
Okay.
up actually getting married later on. But if you get left at the altar, there's something.
Yeah. Especially if the other person was also going to say yes. So yeah, for sure, I agree.
Yeah. We got here. Yes, tiny changes over a period of time that can work.
Yeah.
Says, I'm rooting for absolutely no one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dud of a season for sure.
It's to that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's to that point. If Megan compromises her lifestyle right now, she'll resent him.
Agreed.
I agree.
And once that resentment sets in, that's it.
Yeah. She's not ready. Yeah.
Okay, so it is a 0. Well, hey.
Yeah. I can't think of one that did.
Yeah, I can't think of one that did either.
Yeah, she's very unfamiliar. Like she has no idea the reality of life with a child. Like she was tripping about his monitor going off. Like, wait till this nigga has a fever and you can't do shit and he's just throwing up.
He got to stay home from school and you got to,
you know what I'm
you got to
saying?
jump
Like,
in. Yeah.
You have no idea. Like,
I agree though. People with kids, or people with money, do be having their kids everywhere. Their children are typically very well behaved on international flights and flights in general, because they've been flying since they was 6 months old. And I agree with that. They do be on the family vacations.
No, you can do it, but it's just a lot. It's a lot.
Hey, I'm sure it is.
It's just a lot, man. Because and then think about it, like even shit like that. So a 5-year-old obviously not big enough for their own hotel room. Maybe you just gotta get a suite. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess that's the rich people in the world. They just get suites. You know what I'm saying? They just get a suite, but they ain't never had to share a hotel room with their kids.
or they bring the nanny and the kids stay with the nanny. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Because I did think she said she wanted a nanny, and he said, "I don't want my kid raised by a nanny."
No.
So, they do be there. Exactly. That's just see. Yeah, I got to it. They do. So they're not really doing the heavy lifting. Get the kid on the plane. Get the kid in the car seat. They probably sitting in first class, and the nanny probably a class below, or handling the kid in first class. So who knows?
I don't know. This is a legit question. I don't know. What else have they connected on since the pods?
I've come to the conclusion that it's just the diabetes. That's my take.
I don't see this crazy romantic spark between them anymore. I'm not seeing him making her laugh every 2 seconds like when they were in the pods.
But she's blaming that on him. She says you're not the fun guy that you were in the pods, and he's like, respectfully, I'm working. I'm back at work right now.
Well, I mean, and what I said in my review is also true about that. Like comedians, oftentimes are pretty depressed.
Right. Yeah.
Some of the funniest people are like, because comedy is largely derived from pain, life experiences, shit that you went through, embarrassment. Like all the comedians that go up and tell self-deprecating jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like they went through some shit. And and the shit that we laugh at the most, jokes about relationships, they're all about the problems in relationships and fights and misunderstandings that happen. Like comedy, it's a real ironic thing about life, but comedy is largely derived from pain. And some of the funniest people be going through it.
Right,
And a lot
yeah.
of times the only way they deal with the realities of life is, you know, through their jokes and their sense of humor. But when they're at home is not, you're not on stage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, he
Like,
doesn't want to be on all the time.
no, you can't be on all the time. And like for me,
Yeah.
like I have a short social battery, but when it's on, I can be very much on, you know what I'm saying? But when it's off, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she has never seen this side of Jordan.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Now that she's out of the pods and this is real life, you're seeing I just got home from work and they was pissing me off all day, Jordan.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing I've been in a hotel room waiting to talk to you because it's all I got to do for the next 10 days. And then we going to Mexico. Like this is a different Jordan.
Yeah.
And in real life, ain't nobody telling jokes all the time. Shit ain't funny.
Hey.
Shit ain't funny in real life, man.
Well, it is when you can do whatever you want, I guess, when you got her lifestyle, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, maybe. I ain't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I could play tennis every Wednesday and fly off to go get the food where it came from whenever I wanted to, maybe I would tell jokes 24/7. I don't know. But right now, you get a few jokes and then
she craving pasta.
6 minutes max. My video over. Say what?
I said she craving pasta and she fly to Italy and get the pasta. That's crazy work.
I'm saying, hey, but if you can do that, yeah. But hey, if I'm right, and I don't know that I'm right, but if he coming from the service department of a car dealership, I understand. If he come home and don't want to talk about that shit, because it's not even on some. It's because for men, we don't necessarily need to come home and say, you know, Charlie did this at work today, and then Doug did. You know, we don't necessarily need to come home and talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to drop it, and y'all more often may need to get shit off your chest when it comes to that. We probably cuss Charlie's ass out at work, so we don't need to come home and tell you about how mad we are at Charlie. We already
she might also be romanticizing this. She might also be romanticizing this though. Oh, honey, you're home. Tell me about your day. I've been home all day doing nothing but waiting.
I knocked Charlie's ass out. Man. Go get me something to drink. I don't want to talk about this no more. I told Charlie shut the fuck up. Charlie didn't shut the fuck up. I punched Charlie in the mouth. That's what happened at work today.
They live very different lives. Her all day, her work is her being at home waiting for him to get home. And so it's different.
Does she not work anymore, or does she just work when she wants to? I don't know.
But if you're working when you want to, though, that means you're working when you want to. Maybe she didn't want to work that day.
Maybe.
You know, maybe that was her off day.
Well, it's now our off day because we're an hour and 47 minutes into this shit. And
we do be yapping, I tell you. we know how to yap.
So I put a couple more comments on the screen, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here because I slept on y'all last night, because I fell asleep. I punished myself and I made myself record Monday Night Football, and it's a doubleheader tonight. So I got some catching up to do. It's 2 games tonight.
Oh,
so after this, it's gonna be time for me to go enjoy football for the rest of the evening. But I had to go ahead and take my L right now and come before you guys and beg your forgiveness for my my blunder last night and falling asleep. It's so embarrassing. I apologize.
We forgive you.
Appreciate you. But all right, we'll get through these last few comments and then we'll get up out of here. I appreciate this conversation of comedic value and people who use comedy to mask feelings. It's very real. Check on your friends. Yeah, absolutely. Check on the funny people. Check on the people that always make you laugh. They you go to when you need to be brought up a little bit, because they probably the ones suffering the most. And the thing is, they ain't finna tell you because they know you can't do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the reality.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
But if you go to them and you ask if you go to them just voluntarily, they'll appreciate that, because like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like that, just to be thought of like that, you know, we all appreciate consideration and being thought of.
Yeah.
So but no one wants to be around low battery pissed off. I don't think he's like that all the time. We've seen he's not like that all the time. Yeah. But maybe during the work week he's a little different than he is on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
And if that's the case though, and she has all these connections and all this capital. Level bro up. Let's talk about, okay, Jordan. Okay, if you don't want to talk about your job, that's a problem. Maybe you hate your job too much. That's not good for your health.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're too stressed out. Maybe we need to find another career path for you. Like, have that conversation then. If you see that he doesn't, but I mean, it's not necessarily on her to initiate that or to know that. He maybe needs to be better at communicating.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe what he needs, but if they stay together, hopefully they can figure that dynamic out.
But I think he has conveyed that, look, I'm hustling right now because I don't want to have to hustle later. He has said that. So when Jordan said you want to oh man. You know, hey.
I used to tell him one good time how Charlie got that work.
And it might not even be Charlie. It might be a customer that pissed him off that day.
Yeah, but you can't fight the customer though. You can fight Charlie. You can cuss Charlie ass out. You can't do nothing to the customer.
That's crazy.
He doesn't have to talk about work, but
Agreed.
They've only known each other for a few weeks. There's plenty of absolutely. But I only emphasize the work conversation because that's what she specifically talked about.
That's what she's kind of harping on, yeah.
But with that, appreciate y'all. It's been a good group in here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. Hope you're enjoying this train wreck of a fucking season. And it is my express opinion, and I think the opinion of my illustrious co-host here as well, that if they don't start casting some people who really want to meet and fall in love and marry someone, this show, it's not gonna make it.
Agreed.
Because there can't be too many more Denvers. This was funny. Like, remember that Denver? Oh, that was crazy. Mm-hmm. This can't keep happening. We can't keep having people like Edmund and Casey as regular occurrences on this show. Like this.
Well, I'll say for my final thing tonight, they definitely got me for at least one more season because I want to see that New Orleans season for sure. I think New Orleans just does it different. That's where my people are from. So they definitely got me for at least one more. And I'm interested to see what we get out of that. But I agree with you. We can't have too many more Denvers.
As content creators, we're probably going to keep talking about this show as long as y'all are watching the video.
Facts.
That's just what it is. If I felt like enough of y'all gave a fuck, I might consider doing that shit on Zeus, that Ray J version of Love Island. But I haven't watched it yet.
I don't touch Zeus. They so messy.
Yeah, but I've heard about the Ray J Love Island on Zeus, and I want to check that out. But right now, I want to go watch football.
You're gonna go